Monet, I want you to hear this note. Listen to this, okay? Do you know about the cornbread? Do you know about the cornbread trend on TikTok?
No.
It's where you sing cornbread, but in like a really melodic way. And I hit the high note the other day. Get into this. Ready? Can you hear this? Ready?
Brad!
No, don't. Acknowledge what I just did before you try to make it about you.
But it was falsetto. It wasn't chest.
That's not the You're trying to move, instead of acknowledging the remarkable accomplishment I just made, you're trying to on to the next category without acknowledging what I just did. So can we do that before we move on, please?
You did a good job.
Stop without coughing, please. without the droplets.
I think you did a good job. You sounded good.
Thank you. How was your show tonight?
My show tonight was fabulous. I got a standing ovation after each number.
How many numbers did you do?
3.
And
there's something about singing with a full orchestra. It is so satisfying singing with a full orchestra. Nick would know anything about this. What do you do with a full orchestra?
Nick sang with an orchestra. Nick has a master's degree. Didn't you perform at one of the big places here?
Yeah.
Which one?
If Nick's gonna talk, he needs to come to the mic.
Yeah,
wait, Nick. No, I'll relay back. Nick, have you ever done a Carnegie?
First of all, wait.
Lincoln Center.
Can we acknowledge how Jacob just fucking gathered you like a motherfucking ponytail? He said, if Nick's gonna talk, he needs to get us in the mic. And Bob was like, okay, I'll translate.
Hey, first of all, this is literally what I'm begging Jacob all the time. First of all, I had to fight Jacob for the first 3 years of his employment
Jacob.
at Sibling Rivalry, begging him to speak into a microphone.
I know Jacob's video is off right now. I know Jacob's back there just like...
How is that a gathering? Saying that Nick needs to speak to the microphone.
Because he gathered
just because Andy gathers you and I gather you and Jacob gathered you with those pictures of your crunchy wig does not mean that because Jacob pulled you by the 3 hairs of your head with your crunchy season tig wig. Don't try to act like I got
gathered you about Joan Rivers. There were like literally not a single person agreed with your assessment that Joan Rivers
My assessment of
is
what?
Not an insult comic and she does blue comedy. Literally not even
also
one
not a single person is certain. Money, don't try to move on. You got gathered. Don't move on.
No, I'm
you always trying to.
First of all, I want to acknowledge that we are both wearing Bomo cosmetics tonight. I'm wearing the color Stunna and Dime.
And I am wearing Dark Humor and Heckler.
Yes. Oh my God.
And you can get them at BomoBeauty.com.
I'm a purple. Look at this. Also, we should have a Sibling Rivalry episode, the one about Bomo, the one about the Pretty Funny palette, because there's so many funny anecdotes and things I need to tell you about this fucking crazy ass bitch that we talk about the one about the Pretty Funny palette.
Why am I a crazy bitch?
Oh, I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget to. I have all these little things I want to say about you. We do that episode.
One day, we're going to develop a product that will just somehow stop you from getting oil in this. This is where I get oily. Right, I am constantly doing this. Constantly.
Every queen. You know, y'all see, have you ever seen anything with Bianca Del Rio doing an interview or anything? She always has her fucking powder puff, and she's always every 5 minutes.
Yeah, because it makes you look older once this area gets wet. You ever maybe who sweat just on the top lip? I don't know what it is about that, but I'm just like, why are you sweating on just your top lip?
I'm so happy I'm not that girl. I hate that.
You've seen it though, right?
Oh yes, many times.
It's like you're not sweating anywhere. You just have a little sweat mustache. That is so. By the way, if you are one of those folks, no shade, but I'm like, what's happening with your genetics that you grow a sweat mustache when it gets a little warm?
Oh my God, Bob, that sounds so mean, but also I agree.
So today we are here to review episode 6 of season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay, Jacob, so next Friday. Okay, cool.
I'm really enjoying rewatching season 1. By the way, normally, I mean, not that this matters, but normally our Watchery gets more views than our rivalry does. But right now our rivalry is on the uptake and people are watching Watchery less. I don't know, maybe y'all aren't loving season 1.
Yeah, but also normally when our watcheries are like current season. When it's current season, people are they're really wanting our opinions, like because people care more.
But our rivalry has been up lately. Me and Monet, we've been on a roll lately. I've noticed that y'all over at over in the YouTube land, when me and Monet are particularly at each other's throats or in a particularly good mood, you tend to watch more. Or if me and Monet are fighting another person, y'all like conflict. If me and Monet are fighting someone, y'all be tuned in.
They're like a tussle. A tussle.
But also when we're having, y'all, I'm actually just grateful that y'all watch us.
Wow.
I'm just saying numbers.
We just rode that emotional roller coaster with you. We went on the journey with you. We're there, babe. We love you too.
So I love writing down Chanel's quotes. I know the fake person that lies underneath all that cosmetics. That is what Chanel says about Rebecca Glasscock as we enter the workroom because Angina just left. I know. I want shirts with all these things. I know the fake person that lies underneath all that cosmetics. She does not like this bitch.
It's very mean, honestly, and I do like it too. But I just feel, but I could not imagine my first time on TV and being excited to watch these episodes. And every episode, it is a character assassination of me by someone on the cast. Most times being Chanel.
That was me up until Thorgy went home. Imagine my shock. I was on Drag Race being like, Thorgy's my best friend. And she was like, Bob is so annoying. And I was like, hey, what? Excuse me? Mary.
Well, Chanel said, she says, Rebecca is misleading everyone with who she is. I'm like, how? Is she not out here like it's just not this big ploy to mislead everyone. It's so wild.
Yeah, they really do not like. I know it's been clear, but they do not like Rebecca Glasscock on this season. It is wild.
Why she quit drag? She's like, I can't handle this. I'm done.
We don't know why Rebecca Glasscock quit drag. I just want to say out loud, we do not know why Rebecca Glasscock quit drag. Or if she has, maybe she's just a fair weather queen. Free hasn't done drag in a year. Does it mean that she's quit drag?
Okay, I am not, Bob, if Rebecca Glasscock was out here doing drag, we would have known. I ain't ever seen or heard
hide nor tail. You better sound country as hell. I haven't seen hide nor tail. You sound country as shit.
So they have a mini challenge, and it is a Vogue off. And it's
yeah,
so
it's the linguistics here are very interesting. The Vogue off,
yeah, and because I mean RuPaul has never really, maybe I've never seen it, but we've all seen these old videos of RuPaul on TikTok and reels and stuff of him like immersed in old New York City nightlife culture in the early 90s. But I've never seen RuPaul part of ballroom ever. Have you? Maybe I've never seen them.
I don't know that RuPaul has been a part of ballroom, and I know that I know that Michelle Visage is actually quite iconic in ballroom. Apparently, I mean a lot of folks. I mean, you can see old clips of Michelle Visage voguing with everyone from Willie Ninja to like Dorian Corey.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that Michelle Visage was in these streets actually voguing for real. You know what I mean? Old way specifically. But she seems to have not be tied to ballroom culture anymore.
Yeah.
And I read her book, and when I read from her book and from what I've seen on the internet, Michelle seemed to have been quite immersed in ballroom culture. I don't know if that RuPaul was.
Yeah.
And I read RuPaul's autobiography as well, and that she doesn't talk about that in the book at all. RuPaul was a club kid who found her way into nightlife through club kidding, and I think Michelle found her way into nightlife through ballroom. And of course, but I mean, maybe RuPaul was at a function with Michelle Visage, and I mean, they must have linked up somehow. Obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is interesting. This is before the coin death drop has been coined. There is no such thing as a death drop right now in the lexicon. In the lexicon of the world. So RuPaul, it was weird to hear RuPaul call it a dip.
That's what I wrote
like,
too.
Not a dip.
I wrote that too.
RuPaul goes, I want to see pops, but also I've noticed that the word death drop has also changed into different things on Drag. At one point, a cooter slam was a death drop on Drag Race.
Well, to be fair, I've never heard RuPaul ever say the word death drop.
I think I might have heard RuPaul say it once, referring to maybe you or someone else is doing what in New York City we call a cooter slam.
Yeah,
I don't know what they call them everywhere else. Do they? I mean, you've heard it called a cooter slam, right, Monet?
Yeah, in New York specifically, but also I grew up in the New York scene, so maybe I don't know.
And a cooter slam is when you is not just a split. A cooter slam, I would say a cooter slam is when you take both feet off the ground and like you have to be completely airborne at some point. And then you have to like pick your knees up. I would say you have to pick your knees up and like a plie in the air and then do a split and hit the ground. And if there's a sound, there's usually a sound for it to be qualified as what I would consider a cooter slam.
And that sound is usually the heels hitting the ground before your pussy.
Yeah, it's not the bodies. Okay, so real weird. So I'm at my friend Nick's house. Nick has this marble table.
Oh, word.
And then I came in and I put my cup on the table. And Nick was like, use a coaster. And I was like, oh, of course, I'll use a coaster. But to be clear, a coaster is to protect wood tables.
No. A coaster.
What could a cup do to a marble table?
If you put a ring with condensation or the liquid, it will still leave a ring if you don't wipe it up immediately.
No, but it won't ruin it. It won't like
harm. He doesn't want to wipe his marble table and polish it.
No, I agree. What I'm saying is a ring can like permanently ruin a wooden table.
Yeah.
And you just have to just like wipe and Nick was like, it'll ruin the table. And I was like, I don't know that it will ruin. I don't
inconvenience Nick and his table.
That's probably true. That is probably, and you know what? I would like to point out that I happily obliged and used the coaster while eating my Taco Bell, which I need to chill out on because I am out of control.
No, Mitch, what you need to get into is Jersey Mike subs.
You know, I don't like sandwiches like that. You talk to Layla McQueen. Layla McQueen is obsessed with sandwiches. Layla was talking about sandwiches like they was like she just found out about the fucking Snuggie. I was like, girl, it's just bitch. Sandwich has been here, honey. They've been here.
Jersey Mike's is so good. I
met Jersey Mike.
No, that was Ike.
No, we did.
It was Ike. Yeah, I met him too. It's Ike, not Jersey Mike. He got me. I thought Ike was Jersey Mike too. No. It's Ike.
Wait, you're right. It was Ike. Ike's. Wait, who is it?
It's Ike Subs or Ike because
Ike Subs.
Oh yeah, I met Subs. Ike. I was like, oh, he looked just like that drawing. I was like, oh, it's Ike.
But he was like, we have Ikes all over. I was like, okay, bitch. I have never seen an Ike, and I've been looking for them too. No shade, Ike. I never.
Monet, shots fired at Ike. All Ike did was give you like $100 gift card, and you're on here trashing him. He was there with his daughter, working hard, trying to put food on the table for his family. You're out here trashing Ike. What are you doing for your life, bitch?
Okay,
you're trashing Ike.
Can I say no shade? This might sound elitist or whatever. I don't mean it to sound that, but you know, I've gone to the Oscar gifting suite the past 3 years, and
I'm sorry. What in the Oprah Winfrey, Dwayne The Rock Johnson are you about to say?
I'm going to say, what? The first one was everything. The past two have been whack, right?
Y'all, no. I'm screaming right now. Monet.
I'm literally just saying that the gifts were best the first time I went.
What I said, if I ever get invited back to an Oscar gift squeeze, I'm never going because it's beneath me.
I'll be there, but I'll be there with bells on, honey.
Did you see Viola Davis?
I didn't see Viola Davis, no.
She was like between us or something, or I can't remember.
Well, why do we need to go together? Why you don't never want to go with me?
But no, it's because you have to have time slots. I mean, our agents get us different. I'm not having this conversation. I don't want to talk about our Oscar gifting suites. Now listen. So Nina Flowers ended up winning the Vogue battle, the Vogue off. And how did you feel watching them Vogue?
It was terrible, but also I'm not a good Voguer either. So if I was faced with a challenge, I don't think I would turn the party. I think I would do. I think even Nina was doing stuff.
But you did a little catwalk on All Star 7.
I could do that. I could do a catwalk, something like that. But like if I do, you're good. I cannot do hand performance. You're very good at hand performance. I cannot do hand performance. Even after the members of the Kiki House of Juicy Couture were teaching me. I was doing it good for a second, but my hand.
You did a good job. It was in rehearsals. You were eating.
But I have not maintained.
I think you have a nice catwalk. But I mean, it's not like I'm like a student of Gravity, Mark Jacobs, but Mark Jacobs has taught me a little bit of hand performance in our time together. You know, Gravity is one of my I've hired him as a dancer for several gigs, And of course, I also and Gravity's really really great at hands. And DYU helped me a lot with my
DYU was a very helpful in teaching stuff. I love DYU.
yeah, DYU helped me a lot with my performances and stuff. Anyway,
Nina got them knees like Megan, girl. Nina was up there. I was like, all right, Nina.
I'm also screaming at how I feel like Rebecca's Glasscock's arms are like this. Her arms are so long.
Are they?
Her wingspan seems like taller than she, but also Rebecca is very tall. We're the same height.
Oh,
roughly. Like I remember looking at her and be like, oh, we are looking in each other's eyes. Like you're a big lady.
I didn't think she was that tall, so that's news to me. I didn't think she was that tall.
For some reason, we get back in the room and we find out because Nina Flowers won, she gets to dole out so we find out we're doing an absolute ball. This is the first ball, obviously, it's the first season in the history of Drag Race. And I forgot that the balls were a staple pretty much since season 1.
A lot of things.
And we get the first ball, which is the absolute ball, which each girl has to do a look, based on a flavor of absolute. Specifically a fruit, basically. It's like these not like the vanilla and the spicy pepper, all those. They're doing mango, raspberry,
pepper.
They're doing mango, raspberry, mandarin, and lemon.
Lime. No, it's lemon. You're right. Lemon.
So Nina Flowers gets to decide who gets what. And she passed them out, and baby BB Zahara Benet is stressed out.
Which also, like, her choosing is sure, but that's not a real advantage. Like, I don't think that's a real advantage to get to choose who does what flavor.
Yeah, because they're really just colors. It's not like giving out drag kids, or it's not like giving out, like well then is it a prize to be able to like hand out the boxes on when they have those, like when y'all had the boxes, the Wheel of Fortune boxes, was that an advantage? I mean, could y'all have fabric?
No, not really. I mean, I will say for that one, we got to like see the fabrics up close, so we can see which ones had more stretch fabrics. So that is an advantage, because if you have like one stretch fabric as opposed to 5, that is harder to work with, in my opinion.
I forgot that you have not forgot, but like sometimes it blows my mind that you've done Drag Race 3 times. That's because I did Drag Race once, and it feels like a lot.
It is a lot. I go back every time I leave. That's why, like, I can feel like I sympathize with Chanel a little bit in this episode, because I'm like, at this, and also they're 6 episodes in. I don't know how long they used to sequester the girls at this point, but this is when you start. This is about the part when you start going crazy a little bit. You're like, what the fuck am I doing? What is going on?
And each of your seasons was long.
Yeah,
I had a short ass season. Like I honestly like 3 and has anyone done it 4 times? Has anyone actually done 4 of them?
Jujubee has done 4. She did her 2 All Stars 1, All Stars 5, and then UK versus the world.
That's 2. And Jimbo did 3.
She did 3. Jimbo
Canada, All Stars, and then UK versus the world.
Yeah,
it's just too much. It's too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Anyway, so let's keep going. So so we found out that Chanel can't sew, which obviously you can't use a critique. You don't know that you need to sew one time, because it's season 1.
Yeah,
but obviously it's going to give some fever. You know what I mean? Some stress.
And I thought that she did. For some reason, I thought I had some memory that Chanel could sew. I was like kind of shocked that she couldn't sew. I was like, oh wait, she can't sew.
When RuPaul comes through to look
at everything.
She does. When RuPaul comes through to look at everyone's outfits, Rebecca's doing this thing where she won't let RuPaul. Like RuPaul went to go reach for a dress, and Rebecca like popped her head and goes, "That's a surprise." And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I'd be like, "Bitch, show me this motherfucking outfit." Talking about some goddamn surprise. Bitch, we're filming your surprise, bitch.
She wants RuPaul. She wants to step on RuPaul. Have no idea what she's gonna do, and I kind of feel that. You know when you want to do something that's like really impress your mom, so you like don't show until like the last minute, because you're like, I want my mom to like be fully surprised when she sees me for the first time.
Okay, I never had to worry about that, because everything I did, my mom acted like it was great. I was like, I was mom, look, and then do like a Mohart cartwheel, and then she'll be like, good job, Chris.
Oh no, not my mom. My mom would be like, that was it.
Well, to be fair, actually, my mom was very unenthusiastic. That was good, Chris. It was never like, whoa, was like, that was good, Chris. I always got the same even killed. Yeah, it was always like, that was very good, Chris. You did it. That was a cartwheel. One,
I can see you doing something like, remember Stewie, not Stewie, the kid from Look What I Can Do.
what is that from?
Mad TV. Look What I Can Do.
Oh, what was his name? Stewart. So I'm also BBC Harbonnet is going on about how hard it is to be 6'2" and have 2 yards of fabric. Can confirm that is not enough fabric. 2 yard, unless if you're making a cocktail dress, but as we see, BB did not come out in a cocktail dress. 2 yards of fabric, Monet.
This is true. And then, but what gagged me when RuPaul goes, he answered her, he's like, well, you know, us big girls. I was like, big nigga, y'all niggas is small girls.
Well, I think what she's saying is they're both tall because BB's very skinny, RuPaul's very slim. RuPaul's taller than RuPaul's taller than I am.
But I mean, to look at RuPaul's skinny praying mantis as some, you know, us big girls really struggle in the fabric area sometimes. And also, I was like, nigga, you got the credit card. Go get some more fabric.
I think the point is to use what you got. You know what I mean? I think the point isn't to facilitate the challenge and make it easier. The point is to see how they can excel through the hardships of the challenge, right?
That's like you go to a bank and they're like, it's just really hard to live on $10, and the bank is like, JP Morgan is like, I know it really is hard to do that with only $10. Like, nigga, you got more money. Give me some more money.
The bank doesn't make the money,
but they have it.
Yeah, but it's other people's money.
Some of it they use it.
The bank is functioning under the notion that is borrowing money from the people who have the money in the bank, and they're counting on you just not taking the money out. So the bank doesn't actually have all of our money in it.
I get how banks work, bro. I was just being a little hyperbolic. I get how a motherfucking bank works, nigger.
Okay. You are out of control. Don't be mad at me because you had a bad analogy. So listen, Charo comes in, and can I just say, Charo looks so stunning. I want this dress.
Same. I was like, bitch, I would absolutely wear that. It was really cute.
And she was giving body, like I be giving body, honey. I was in drag today.
We're here.
I was in drag with my hip pads on today and everything. I was like, you know what? I know there's some haters on this podcast with me, but I give body down. And she's known for it.
I have never disagreed that you give great body.
No.
We all know, Bob, you pad well, you course well since the original season. My point was always that you're not known for your body. When you die, your tombstone is not going to say comedian, funny, great body. It's going to say the other two.
I'm not going to have comedian on my tombstone.
What is it going to say?
I mean, I haven't given much thought to my epitaph yet. You know what I mean? Or epitaph.
You don't think that comedy is going to be a part of your story when you die?
Is that going to be on my tombstone? Everyone has put their jobs on their tombstone. Who puts their job on their tombstone?
Some celebrities, yes.
It doesn't say butcher, baker, and candlestick maker on people's tombstones.
Bob said on his tombstone he's going to have Bob. Here lies Bob. She turned the party.
Turned the party. I did. I forgot that I said that. Here lies Bob. She turned the party. I do want Bob on my tombstone though. I don't want my first name. I want like Caldwell, Bob, TDQ. But I have to die for my mom because my mom. I mentioned it to my mom that I want to change my name, and she was like, "You better not." And I was like, "Whoop." That wasn't gender affirming.
You better not.
I was like, I don't even think I even seem like a Chris to me.
Because that is your name, you do to me. But like, it's because I know that's your name, so that's why it like feels that way.
Jacob, do I sound like a Chris to you? Will you hear me call Chris? Well, I only call Chris when I go home. That's the only place where people call me Chris. Chris.
Does everyone call you that?
I don't think so. Your mom? I think the you who wore vests, that was a Chris.
My mother calls me Christopher, and and the other people in my family call me Chris, but my mother calls me Christopher. She goes, "Hey, Christopher, Christopher."
Okay, so on this on the show, Rebecca's blocking her stuff, and
well, before you go, before the Charo, something about Charo led them into RuPaul being like, "Oh yeah, and you have to actually wear fruit. Like you have to wear the real
the twist,
fruit. You have to
which
wear the real fruit."
is like I think that there's like maybe we get like a nice like one of those skinny those peelers like those potato peelers and like do a whole bunch of those and do like a something or I feel like that's the way to incorporate the fruit or put it on a hat or something. Your Bob's favorite thing. Just put it on your head.
I feel like there's a lot of Donald Trump references on the runway. I was like,
this is around Apprentice.
I reckon so. So we should get into these. We should
Wait,
get to
I
the
have one more
runway.
thing to say. BB's asking
Yes, sir.
Nina how to sew, and Nina's helping her. Nina's like sketching stuff out on the paper. And I have to say, I am not a visual learner. I am a kinesthetic learner. I need to like do it to learn how to do it. You can't just draw on a paper and be like, oh yeah, so you see the square here, you want to cut on this little thing here. I'm like, no, I need to see someone do it. I would not learn like that. I would not be able to accomplish that.
I can learn some things by from hearing it, but there comes a point where I lose the ability to. It's like you'll be explaining it, and then after like a minute and a half, I'll be like, "Oh, wait." And it's like you're talking, but I don't hear you anymore. And then I snap back to like 30 seconds later, and I'm like, I missed a whole chunk in the middle. I need you to. Sometimes I'll even be reading a book, and then I'll be reading like an entire page, and I get to the bottom, and I'm like, I didn't process any of it. I just read it. Have you ever done that? You like, I didn't process a single word of this. I
Yeah.
was just literally just reading the words in my head. None of them were connecting. It was just sounds in my head.
Yeah, this remember you and I don't know if you said on a podcast before, but our old financial advisor, they would be talking to me and
Oh yeah. I mean, literally cross-eyed, just be like, oh yeah,
girl, what?
she would be. I mean, she would be like, it would start off so succinct. She's like, well, Monet, it's actually quite simple. See, right now you have a return of 3.4 on your IPR. Now, if you take the IPR, you want to do a 5% reinvestment to get an ROI on your JQVC. But also make sure that in about 40 years, when you pull from the JQQ, you're going to need about 3.7 return interest rate, but which is good actually, which is far above market value. And then you'd be like, I'm sorry. What?
But then I wouldn't say I'm sorry what because I'm like I
No,
should have.
you go okay. Yeah,
I don't want to be like dumb. I don't sound like a dumbass bitch. I was sitting there like,
oh yeah, you're too embarrassed. You're way too embarrassed to be like, I don't get it. I have. It's not even about pride. I guess it's pride. I'm just too embarrassed to be like, I don't understand things about money, and I'm just handing you all of mine.
Yeah, all of mine like a fucking dumbass bitch, girl. Oh, Chanel says something. She told me the camera. She goes, I had to write this down. I was like, what? She goes, there is a level of.
Oh, I love it. This is a great one. Please say it.
There is a level of expectation that you have to uphold. What?
I tried to write down Chanel's infamous speech that you hear toward the end of this episode, but I'm not a great courtroom stenographer and it was too long, but I got a little bit of it.
Layla McQueen knows it off the top of your head.
I know. I was going to call Layla McQueen and have her do this monologue because Layla McQueen does this monologue all the time, randomly.
Chanel's just stringing words together in the English language that should make sense together, and to her it does. I'm like, I don't understand what that sentence means. There's a level of expectation that you have to uphold.
I think what she means is there is a certain ideal. Now I can't say the word. I think what she's saying is there is a standard. There's a standard that you have to uphold. I think that's what she's trying to say. I think what she's trying to say is Rebecca Glasscock is not meeting the standard.
Maybe.
Whatever she's saying is mean and it's about Rebecca. That I know for sure. So RuPaul looks so good.
I agree. RuPaul is stunning.
I have a dress kind of like this.
Do you? Have I seen it?
Jacob, Google Bob the Drag Queen New Now Next Awards or Trailblazer
Yours is not
Awards.
like that, Bob. Yours is New Illusion.
Yeah, I said kind of like this. I didn't say I have a replica.
Oh,
I said I have
Jay,
kind of
please
like.
put these side by side. When I tell you these two are not even from the same collection.
No, they're the same color, and they both have these like I don't even know what you call this shape going up and down.
They're just like
I
things.
think they look similar. You don't think they look similar at all?
No, I don't.
Put them on the screen, Jay.
Also, RuPaul used to love him in an afro.
New Now Next Awards. I still have that dress. Do I fit it? That's a whole different story. It is zero stretch. It's not the New Now Next Award. It is the logo logo trail.
It's the one that you and Taylor had matching outfits.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, these dresses are similar, and you're a hater. Is what's going on.
Okay, I mean hating because I don't think they look similar. Okay.
Well, I mean, no, those are separate conversations. You're a hater.
That was funny. That was good. I think RuPaul is beautiful though. RuPaul is wearing a lot of afros though, which I love, but it's just so fun because RuPaul's won an afro one time again after this season when Matthew Anderson made the white afro.
No, she's worn it more than once. She must have.
I don't think so.
She must have. Okay, so does BB Zahara Benet not look like James when he walked into the workroom on season 2?
I don't remember what James had on.
Google it. This is like what James wore when he walked into the workroom on season 2. I wonder if he was influenced by BB. You know what? I'm wrong. Don't even look it up. When I tell you these things look literally,
Oh yeah, girl. I mean the hair. Maybe the hair. That's it.
The hair and the pencil skirt.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's not even a pencil skirt; it's a dress with a pencil with a pencil skirt on it. You know what? I made the whole thing up. I just be saying stuff sometimes, and clearly, I just made that up.
I will see. She is giving Bob the drag queen though.
And I will say that brings your judgment of the resemblance of the yellow dresses back into
Thank you, Jacob.
I looked at the yellow dress, and I still stand by those dresses. They have similarities. I think BB looks really good though. This is supposed to be executive realness. I think BB looks really good. She honestly does look like she works up in some executive office. Like I believe it.
I hate the words executive and realness using this together. When I tell you
Why?
these, I just hate it. I hate those two words used together.
Is it like phonetically, or because of like an experience you've had, or because you feel like it gets overused, or what?
The experience of anyone wearing any business, anything, but like, oh yeah, honey, this is serving executive realness. Bitch, no, it is not.
All right, there it is. Monet's had it officially. She is your Miss Raz. Oh, also, can we bring back during the ball having a Q&A on the stage, please?
I love that. I do like that too.
Like, that was a great. Some of their answers were so bad.
I agree.
Rebecca said, "I want this."
Let's go to BB's second look, which I think BB is serving. I did not know. I've never known BB to be this kind of body queen. So I'm like kind of gagging. I've seen BB showing her body like this. She looks great.
Oh, girl, BB used to be this little. I mean, BB still shows body. She'll show a lot of legs. Also, look at her video. There's this one music video where BB's on the beach. She has a music video where she's like on the beach. BB be in these body streets, girl. One of the B's in BB stands for body, baby.
I cannot imagine showing this much skin. This is wild.
I mean, you don't have to imagine it. She's right here doing it.
No, for me, like I can never go on TV and do this.
Bitch, you just posted a picture of your fucking dick hanging out.
I said on
your Instagram.
I said on TV.
Yeah, you're right. No one sees your Instagram. I'm screaming.
Also, this color is not red; it's pink.
Okay, I'm colorblind. We know this. We've been new.
No, I'm saying we've been new. Raspberry. It's supposed to be getting raspberry. It's not raspberry.
What color are raspberries?
Raspberries are red.
Oh, maybe when they're not ripe. I don't know.
Not a sour raspberry.
You gotta take it up with them. This Monet is very upset. Monet thinks that it was favored toward BB. Monet thinks production is favoring Beavis and Harbor. Is that what you're saying, Monet?
No, I just
You don't
don't
think
think this.
you don't think she earned this?
I think this third look, which is fucking stunning, and I can't believe she doesn't know how to sew and she made this, is wild. She looks incredible.
BB is in these streets lying. This bitch can sew, clearly, obviously. BB is a liar. This girl knows how to sew. You can't make this if you can't sew.
Right.
And this is not and we're not having this conversation.
Maybe she hot glued it all together.
BB is out here producing her own story. This bitch knows how to sew. She wanted to have a success story and she got one. She said, "Can you believe I came out in this garment and I can't even sew?" Bitch, everywhere you look, there's a hem. Okay.
She looks stunning, and even how she incorporated into her hair, making it. I think she turned this out. This is fucking fabulous.
I agree. She looks very beautiful. This is a very good look. I would wear this right now on this very day.
I agree. I would too.
Very, very good. Let's go into Nina Flowers and her executive realness. She is lime. I guess that was a lime. No, mango. She's mango.
Well, this is not giving mango. And this fucking, I hear she with like the brown and orange in her hair and the dress is green, like kinda. This is just ugly. These fucking glasses and this hair like that. I hate this.
You know, I don't love this look. I got to give it to you. I don't particularly love this look.
She looks like Anne Hathaway before she got fierce in The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh my god. Her Miss Mango look. Are mangoes green on the outside? Are they kind of green?
They're a mix of. They're like when they're not ripe, they're green. When they're ripe, they turn a little more brown and orange.
I like her swimsuit look. This look is cute. I love this little like shredded camisole type fantasy she's got going on.
A camisole.
Where are the mangoes? Oh, that's in the next look.
The third look. Yeah, I don't like this either. I think this is not great. I was very shocked. This is not good.
So I like her evening wear. I think it looks really nice.
Where the mangoes at?
She took the peels and she put them on the belt and she put them on the collar.
Right. This is fine. Oh, I like this hair a lot. Which it kind of looks like a mango, and this how she did this thing in the back, kind of give the shape of a mango.
Oh, it does kind of like a mango, doesn't it? How do you eat mangoes? Talk to me.
Oh, girl, mangoes. First of all, it's a very dirty activity. If you're eating a mango, if you're not eating a mango, your entire face and hands are like you look like you just. You should look like you just fucking went to.
Yeah, you murder. You essentially murder a mango. If the mango was covered in blood, you look like Dexter. Like if mango juice was blood, you look like Dexter by the end of it.
Yeah, I love green mangoes. In St. Lucia, we call it mango and sauce, and you take like a not ripe. What do you call it? A not ripe mango? What's the word?
If that works.
An unripe, whatever.
We get it. I don't know.
And then you chop it up and you put it with some vinegar, hot sauce.
You mean chop it up? Those are great big. That's what I'm trying to get. How are you handling the mango? How are you slicing and dicing it?
If it's not ripe, then you peel it and then you use a knife and chop it up to put it in a bag. You put some pepper, vinegar, salt, and some pepper sauce, and you shake it in there and you eat it like that with a fork or just with your hands. If it's a ripe mango, you bite at the top and you peel it and you eat it with your hands.
So what I do is I chop the ends of the mango off. And then I scoop the pit out and you eat the pulp off the pit. And then you cut that down the middle into two pieces. And you kind of
the pit?
You just kind of suck on the pit. Then you throw that away. And then you just basically drag your teeth across the skin on the inside and get the meat out that way. And it's that's how I found is the best way to get the most mango for your buck.
I didn't know that Americans eat mangoes, to be honest. I didn't know that was a big fruit here. I just found this out recently.
Bitch, how long you been living in America?
For what? Since I was 10. So for the past 22 years, I did not know Americans ate mangoes like that. I thought that was a Caribbean thing.
I mean, we're not we probably don't eat mangoes as often as you all eat mangoes. But I mean, how you been living in America 20 years? You never seen anybody eat a mango?
I have never seen an American eat a mango. I've seen West Indians eat it in Brooklyn, not an American. Have you ever? Do y'all have pawpaw hair or five fingers?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
I know I've heard of the pawpaw tree.
Say it again. The
pawpaw tree. Well, Baloo says the pawpaw tree in Jungle Book.
It's not Paw Paw. It's Paw Paw.
Well, I'm just saying, Baloo in Jungle Book sings about the pawpaw tree and the bare necessities.
Oh, I love Paw Paw.
When you take a pear from the
Anyway,
pawpaw tree, when you take something from the
um,
pawpaw tree,
Nina's a chop for me. I
track
was not
her.
impressed by her package. Did you like her package?
No.
Yeah.
So let's go on to Miss. I can't do it. Can you do it?
No.
Jacob, try to do it. Oh, Jacob didn't watch.
I think Chanel
No,
looks.
sorry. No, I'm aware. I was she goes
That sounds familiar, Jacob. Wait, no, Jacob.
I think Chanel looks so fucking good. This looks great.
But what you ought to know is that she is slowly crumbling. Every step she takes on this runway, she is giving because she is fighting the urge. She is fighting with every fiber in her being to stay in this competition.
Chanel turned it. Their hair looks good. This outfit looks good. Um, also, I want to get into this. Naomi does this and Plastique does this. The two girls, and a lot of girls do it too. I want to start doing. I want to become a 3-color girl. Right now, I just do foundation and highlight. I want to add a third color right here because also Luxe is really good at this too. It's like this lighter color here that really brightens under here and right here. I want to start doing that in my makeup.
Sounds exciting.
It does. I really want to do it. Anyway, I think Chanel looks really good. Even Chanel is wearing nails. A lot of bitches weren't wearing nails back here.
RuPaul wasn't wearing nails.
I know. I think Chanel looks really good.
We started wearing nails during my season.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Work.
And let's go into her
Mandarin
swimsuit.
Yeah.
Her swimsuit Mandarin look.
Hey.
And yeah, this looks great. I love this hat with the hair hole in it.
Mm-hmm. And the long ponytail, which Sasha Colby's selling ponytails now, girl. I said she better
work.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the foundation to buy one, I would support.
Yeah, I think Chanel fucking ate. This looks so. She made all this.
What do you think of her evening wear?
8. This looks amazing.
Yeah, she looks really, really good. She just killed it across the board. I don't know where her Mandarin is.
I don't know either, but it had to
on
be
her hip, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Chanel looks really good. I ain't gonna lie. So up next, we have Rebecca Glasscock, who will wear a flat wig if it is the last thing she does. She will shake a wig and she will go. How do you feel about her?
This is who is wearing that to the office? This shredded. She just looks so bad. And this light lip and this wig. It is so bad.
It's not a good look. I cannot in good faith say that this look is good. I think you're right. It's not for me. It's not for me.
And she was lemon. She's lemon.
That being said, she looks really good in her swimwear look. She looks so good.
I agree.
It's very simple, but I just love what she's got going on with her hair. Actually, her hair looks really good here, actually.
Yeah.
And what she's got going on her head. Is this a lace front or is that her hair?
I don't know. I don't think it's her hair because her hair is short and.
But you could gel it back though, right?
Oh yeah, maybe. I can't tell because it's so grainy.
Yeah, I mean, the hairline looks good and she looks really beautiful.
Yeah. And let's go into her third look, which was her evening gown. And this was good. I like what she did with the hair. I thought it was really interesting. And the gown was a little flowy. I like this. She looks good.
Yeah, she looks really good. So RuPaul asked the girls who should go home. And I love that Rebecca was trying to pageant her way out of this answer with every fiber of her being. And RuPaul was like, no, but seriously, I need a name for you. But I really am gonna need you to say a name. So
yeah,
we need you to say that. And then she said Chanel, but everyone else said Rebecca. How does it feel?
No, Chanel said herself.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, that's right. The drama of the drama of the episode, which we were talking about.
I
So
sent you the monologue on Facebook.
okay, so Chanel said, and I quote, this is such okay, just to be clear, RuPaul said we should go home. Rebecca said Chanel, BB and Nina said Rebecca, and then when they got to Chanel, Chanel decided to say this. I'm so glad you asked me this question. I nominate myself because I don't want to be here anymore. Since day one, I have been judged really hard, and I'm very frustrated that you can't see the personality because I am so fucking real. You have no idea. And I don't feel that I'm being understood here. I am beautiful. I am a beautiful person. And I internally and on the outside. And it's so frustrating to me that that image does not seem to be conveyed. Week after week, when I come into this competition, I walk around, I am and I am negatively critiqued. And RuPaul was like, well, I'm sorry. I thought I told you you were
I
beautiful. My
can
bad.
imagine now. Imagine that monologue now.
RuPaul was like, I just felt like I said it. RuPaul was like, I don't know. I'm playing it.
Apologizing. He was like, I'm sorry. I was like, what?
RuPaul said, I'm playing it. I'm playing it back in my head. And I thought I did. But you know what? I guess I didn't. Slip of the tongue. I'm so sorry. You are beautiful. She was like, thank you. Thank you. And I still say myself, bye.
And with that being said, she hasn't been the bottom with Rebecca, but I would have put Rebecca and Nina. Do you think that RuPaul put in the bottom because she said herself?
Yeah, Chanel and BB had the best packages. I really believe that.
They did.
But also, girl, Chanel didn't want to be there no more. And it's giving. Like, let the girl go. I mean, I don't know why she did. I mean, she kind of eliminated herself because I don't think she really fought her in the lip sync either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, girl, like, honestly, I feel okay. Let me think. I've never been in a situation like this before. I've never been in RuPaul's position. But I feel like if I was there and someone was like, I want to go home, I'd be like, all right, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
I agree. I would have been like, all right, then you're going home.
So it is written. I hate when RuPaul says that. So it is written.
Why?
Something about it's kind of cheesy, and I also feel like RuPaul missed the opportunity to say, "With great drag comes great responsibility." Like she just straight up saying the quote from Spider-Man, just straight up saying the Spider-Man quote. I was like, "Girl, you could at least flip it on his head." RuPaul's like, "With great power," and Stan Lee's like, "Bitch."
But Blake BB wins the challenge. Congratulations!
Mhm.
Congratulations. She's in the final three along with Nina West. I mean Nina.
Nina Bonina West Flowers. Nina Bonina West Flowers.
And the lip sync was good. I think.
Wait, are there more Ninas than any name in the history of U.S. Drag Race?
Nina West.
There's 3 Ninas.
Nina Flowers. Yeah.
Nina West.
Maybe.
Also, Sasha Belle, Valor, and Colby as well.
Oh, there's 3 Sashas.
No Monets.
But there are a lot of Bryans, and a lot of Kevins.
Only two Kevins.
Who's the other Kevin? Oh, your homegirl from your season.
Mohar, yeah, we're only 2 Kevins.
No, there's another
Candy.
Kevin somewhere.
Candy is Kevin.
Interesting. Candy Muse is a Kevin?
She's a Kevin. Why are you looking like
that? She does not look like a Kevin.
What she look like?
I don't know, Paul.
Paul.
She's like a Paul.
She gives me. I can see,
or maybe a Paolo. Like if her name was Paolo and everyone called her Paul.
I see Jose.
That's Vanjie.
I know Vanjie's Jose, but I can see that for Candy as well.
Do you have a favorite name of all the Drag Race girls? I think my favorite is Airline.
No, I don't really know boys' names like that, to be honest.
I don't know a lot of them, but Airline is just a great name. I love that name. And Sutan.
I like Plastique Duck.
Duck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Have you ever seen that girl, that Canada Drag Race girl that goes, I find it to be so funny.
Oh, she goes to the girl and says their legal
That
names.
shit is so good. I live. People like, and all the fans like, I can't believe you. I was like, why? I was like, it's funny. Like, y'all, shut the fuck up. I think it's funny.
Well, humor is subjective, but so are feelings, right?
No, feelings aren't subjective.
Were they facts?
They're not facts, but they're not subjective either.
Then what are they?
The opposite of facts.
I think
The opposite of facts is not subjectivity.
Like the feeling of happiness is subjective. Like if you're happy, it's like it's up to you. You have the ability to decide whether or not you're happy. So like whether or not you are happy is not subjective, but the feeling
Right.
of happiness is subjective.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Bitch.
Anyway, we gotta wrap this up.
Whore.
I need to run to
Whore.
Cold Stone, and they close in 18 minutes.
Well, then you need to start planning better, honey, because we still have another 10 minutes left in this spot, and we're not going to shortchange like your little assistant, our people, because you also showed up a little late to the meeting, and then I had to shut my computer down because I haven't shut it down in 3 weeks.
We gotta finish this clock. We're gonna be 5 minutes short today. I've not had Cold Stone in years. I need to have Cold Stone. Like my body needs it.
Then, bitch, Uber eats it.
They won't deliver because they close in 10 minutes.
What's your assistant doing? His Don't you hate whenever you mention something and someone's like, make your assistant?
That's out of control and unhinged.
Well, you'll literally be like, oh man, I got to take my car down to the DMV. Make your assistant do it.
It's so unhinged.
I'm like, yeah. What do y'all think assistants be in these streets doing? Just our bidding? I mean,
Kennedy, you have sent Kennedy to wash your car.
That's wild.
I said, but not to the DMV. I was at a photo shoot. I didn't have time to wash my car. And I was like, my car needs to be washed. By the way, fun fact, if you are a person who's thinking about getting your car wrapped matte black, you have to wash your car more frequently when it's matte than you do when it's not. Not that I've had an unmatte car in that long. I'm also thinking about unwrapping my car and just going back to having it be white.
Why?
I don't know, because when your car is wrapped, if you get a little ding, then it shows through. So my car is actually white.
Right.
So there's like one little ding in a door. I noticed I left town and came back. There was a ding. Jacob drove it around. Next thing I know, there's a ding in the door. I'm not saying he did it, but I'm just saying I came back and there was a ding in the door. And I was like, damn, you can see a little white in the ding in the door. Jacob, do you want to complain about the ding in the door?
Stop saying the ding in the door. The alliteration is driving me.
I have not driven the car since you left town.
No, but you went with Rose. You went with Mikey. Y'all were in the car. You drove. Y'all went to Palm.
I was not driving.
But
and you also specifically asked me to drive your car, so it didn't. But
you were in the car. So do you know about the ding in the door? You were in the car with.
Oh yeah, we hit somebody and killed them.
The ding in the door.
All right,
the ding in the door.
So we have a top three. Rebecca Glasscock, Nina Flowers, and Bibi Zahara Benet. And I think that it's not obvious. I'm trying to stop saying obviously. I do think that Chanel was probably a fiercer competition than Rebecca, but I think that Chanel was not cut out for competition at this moment in her life.
Yeah, yes and no. I think that she was. I just think that she let it get. I think we've all, I speak for everyone, but most of us who have done Drag Race, there's been a time when the competition has gotten the best of us. We've been able to overcome it, and Chanel could not.
Never got the better of me.
Yes, it did. You literally were you were yelling across the room at another girl. Is that something you would do regularly? No, the competition got to you.
Yes.
What about Miss House Kitchen?
You know that.
Oh, but
what'd you say?
No, you mean Our Lady of Saliva, Jacob. Well, this nigga had a fucking meltdown upstairs. I can't do this. Thank you, Jacob. Yes. Oh yeah.
Jacob, shut your ding in the door ass up, bitch. No driving, bumping cars into people's ass. Shut the hell up, Jacob. Go get your fucking ice cream. Go have your ice cream, bitch, because it's done.
Okay, I love you very much. This is a very fun episode. And the next sibling rivalry, we're not, maybe not say that, but we are going to do one about the Pretty Funny Palette, because I have stories for days for y'all for this motherfucking.
What are you talking? What are these stories?
Don't worry. Let me do it. You'll find out. If you don't remember, don't worry.
Bye.
Bye, Nick. Gur.
Monet, stop.
Nick Gur.
You are. What is up with you and the slurs today? Cut that from the podcast. Jesus Christ.
Wait,
All right, fine, everyone.
before we go, I have to say, y'all, again, look at this. This, I mean, I am not trying to be biased because it is our makeup, but this purple, look at this. This is just our color. This is not anything. This is our motherfucking makeup. Beautiful.
Look at mine. Look at Heckler.
I love
Look
it.
at Dark.
I fucking love it. Done.
All right.
All right.
Go get your ice cream.
Bye.